The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, October 8, 2025, explosive revelations, reckonings, and twisted truths. The Bold and the Beautiful isn't slowing down anytime soon. If anything, the drama is about to go nuclear. Wednesday's episode, airing October 8, 2025, is loaded with emotional warfare, betrayal, shocking returns, and ticking time bombs ready to blow. CBS isn't pulling any punches, and this week's midweek installment is shaping up to be one of the most chaotic, emotionally explosive episodes in recent memory. Every corner of the Forrester Logan Spencer world is under siege. Let's get right into the firestorm. Finn's world implodes. Drive. John Finnegan is about to have his entire foundation shaken to the core. After his recent confrontation with Poppy Nozawa, where emotions ran hot and accusations flew like daggers, Finn was hoping to find a sliver of peace. Perhaps a return to medicine, to routine. But peace is the last thing the Bold and the Beautiful writers have in store for him. Enter Luna Nozawa, not a ghost, not a hallucination, but alive and in front of him. Her sudden appearance is a punch to the gut. Not only is she alive, she's visibly pregnant. Finn, still emotionally raw from recent revelations, barely has time to process one shock before Luna drops another. She claims the child she's carrying belongs to Will Spencer, and she's been living under Bill Spencer's roof ever since. Finn is reeling. His expression hardens but his heart shatters. He stares at Luna, this young woman, once thought lost, now standing before him with a new life growing inside her, and a web of secrets twisting around them all. But is she telling the truth? Finn's medical mind is already doubting her story. He knows Luna, or at least, he thought he did. Her troubled history, emotional volatility, and tendency to dramatize make her claims suspect. Is Will Spencer, Bill's young and increasingly erratic son, truly the father of this child? Or is Luna playing a dangerous game, leveraging a pregnancy to secure her place in the powerful Spencer household? Finn is torn. He knows what it's like to grow up with unanswered questions. He knows what Steffy went through, raising children in a storm of betrayal and lies. Does he owe it to Luna, or the unborn child, to get involved? Should he warn Steffy Forrester Finnegan, his wife, about Luna's return? Would that fracture their already tense marriage even further? The emotional stakes are sky high. And just when Finn thinks it couldn't get worse, Luna reveals that she believes this child could be Bill's heir. A claim that, if true, would shake the Spencer empire at its core. Luna's web of secrets. Luna doesn't stop there. Her presence in Bill's mansion isn't just about security, it's strategic. She wants legitimacy. She wants protection. And, it seems, she wants power. She paints a picture for Finn of a magical night with Will. A night of connection, spontaneity, and love. But Finn isn't buying the fairy tale. He knows Luna has always wanted a place among the elite. And now, conveniently pregnant, she's knocking on the Spencer door. More troubling is her sudden closeness to Bill Spencer. Is Luna using Will to get closer to Bill? Is she angling to position herself, and her baby, as the future of the Spencer legacy? Or worse, is the father someone else entirely? Finn's instincts tell him something's off. And if Luna's story doesn't add up, he may be forced to confront Bill, or even Will, himself, risking a massive rift between the Finnegans and the Spencers. This storyline is layered with mistrust, generational trauma, and manipulation. If Luna's lying, the fallout could destroy relationships across 3 major families. But if she's telling the truth, that child may just be the next heir to a billion-dollar legacy. Lee Finnegan's reckoning. Meanwhile, across town, Ridge Forrester is on a warpath. After discovering Lee Finnegan's role in Luna's continued existence and freedom, Ridge is furious. He's not just disappointed, he's livid. Lee tried to play God. Her choices, however well-intentioned, may have caused permanent damage to the people Ridge loves. As the confrontation escalates, Ridge demands answers. Why did Lee keep Luna's survival a secret? Why did she meddle? Why did she withhold the truth from the Forresters, from Finn, from Steffy? Lee tries to defend herself. She pleads that everything she did was out of love, a mother's desperation to protect her child, to fix the unfixable. But Ridge is having none of it. Her secrets have consequences. And now, with Luna's pregnancy and sudden return, those consequences are multiplying. In a gut-wrenching moment, Lee admits her mistakes. But it may be too late. Will's life and future now hangs in the balance. If Luna's child is truly his, he could be saddled with responsibilities he's not ready for, and a connection to a woman who's already rewriting her own narrative to suit her needs. Lee's choices were born from compassion, but they may have lit the fuse on a long-burning powder keg. Dickie's dangerous game. Elsewhere, Dickie Sharp is dancing on a razor's edge. On the surface, he's working hard at Forrester Creations, trying to re-establish himself professionally and gain back respect in the fashion world. But behind the scenes, Dickie's personal life is a labyrinth of secrets. And one of them is about to blow wide open. Hope Logan, always intuitive, always watching, corners Dickie after an intense creative meeting. She senses something off. She asks about his relationships, about his living situation. Dickie tries to deflect, but Hope doesn't back down. She wants the truth. What Hope doesn't know is that Dickie has been secretly living with Elektra Forrester. A woman with a reputation for obsession, control, and manipulation. Elektra's presence in his life is a dangerous liability, one he's desperate to keep under wraps. But that's not all. Dickie has also been secretly involved with Remy Price, a rising star in the fashion industry and a man who challenges Dickie in all the right ways. Their relationship is passionate, intense, and completely under the radar. Dickie is caught between two worlds. The public image he wants to maintain, and the private truth he's terrified will destroy everything he's built. If word gets out that he's juggling Elektra and Remy, both his personal and professional worlds could implode. He tells himself he's protecting Hope, protecting the company, protecting Remy. But the truth is, Dickie is running, from his past, from his fears, from the truth. Hope senses something deeper. And when the truth finally comes to light, the impact will be seismic. Will Dickie choose transparency and risk losing everything? Or will he continue to lie, even as the walls close in? What's next? The October 8, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is a ticking time bomb of secrets, confessions, and shifting allegiances. Finn's world is cracking open as Luna storms back into his life with a child she claims belongs to Will Spencer. Lee is being forced to answer for the lives she's tried to control. Ridge is on a mission for justice. Dickie is playing a game he may not be able to win. And Hope, always watching, always waiting, is ready to pull back the curtain on everyone's lies. No one is safe. No secret stays buried. And when these bombs go off, the shockwaves will hit every corner of Los Angeles. Wednesday's episode is more than just another chapter. It's a reckoning, a realignment, and possibly the beginning of the end for multiple relationships. So buckle up, B&B fans. This isn't just bold, it's dangerous, dramatic, and devastating. And it's only just beginning. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The DNA bombshell that could redefine the Spencer legacy. Wednesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, airing October 8, 2025, might be the most game-changing installment the series has seen in years. Not just because of the characters involved, but because the stakes have never been higher. The secrets never more dangerous. And the truth never more explosive. Luna Nozawa's pregnancy has hovered like a cloud over the Spencer family for weeks. But now the storm is about to break. And it could swallow up not just Will, but Bill Spencer too. What we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's cut through the confusion and get to the real story. Luna has maintained from the start that Will Spencer, Bill's young, ambitious son, is the father of her unborn child. It's a claim she hasn't backed down from since the moment she revealed her pregnancy. Despite raised eyebrows, angry protests, and plenty of skepticism from the Spencer camp. But here's the twist. Behind Luna's forced smile and fake confidence is a woman terrified of what a DNA test might actually reveal. Katie Logan has taken it upon herself to step in, bringing her niece, Bridget Forrester, into the mansion to oversee the paternity test herself. She's not playing games. Katie wants answers. So does Bill. So does the world. And the only thing standing between Luna and being exposed is a few strands of DNA. This week, Luna's carefully maintained house of cards begins to wobble. Bridget's arrival catches her off guard. Despite Luna's insistence that she has nothing to hide. But the crack in her composure is visible. Why would she be scared if she was sure Will is the father? Why the panic? The answer is simple, she isn't sure. And that uncertainty? That's the ticking time bomb. Luna has been confident, perhaps too confident, that the paternity test will link her child to the Spencer family. But what if it doesn't link her baby to Will? What if it links the baby to someone else with the Spencer DNA? Enter Bill Spencer himself. Now before you scream, that's impossible, let's break it down. There's no confirmation that Luna ever slept with Bill. That's a boundary even she may not cross. Although nothing is off the table when it comes to her scheming. But here's where it gets wild, bold, and very, very beautiful. Let's say, hypothetically, Luna didn't need to sleep with Bill to carry his child. Suppose instead, she gained access to a biological sample. Say, a cryogenically stored specimen from Bill's past. That alone would flip the narrative completely. Remember, Katie's pregnancy with Will was high risk due to her heart condition. It's entirely plausible, and completely within the realm of B&B soap logic, that Bill, fearing complications or even Katie's death. Once had his sperm frozen in case they needed a surrogate or wanted another child later. Now imagine Luna, with access to Lee Finnegan's credentials, slipping into the hospital where Bill's medical records and biological materials were quietly stored. Luna could have found what she needed. She's clever, she's manipulative, and she's no stranger to crossing lines. She used fake test results before. She manipulated the narrative with Zende. She faked innocence after drugging Will. This isn't new territory for her. Let's say she retrieved the sample. She takes it home. She artificially inseminates herself. Not out of romance. Not out of love. But out of pure, cold-blooded strategy. She wants into the Spencer family. And what better way than to carry the child of the patriarch himself? If this is true, then Luna has played the long game. And brilliantly. She knows a standard paternity test comparing the baby's DNA to Will's would still show a match. Because Bill and Will share so much genetic material. To anyone not doing an advanced comparative test, it would appear that Will is the father. That's why Luna's been so smug. That's why she's confident in the test. Not because she's honest, but because she thinks the science will shield her lie. But she's not counting on Bridget Forrester. Bridget's no fool. She's a world-class doctor. She's seen manipulations before. And when the test comes back with a positive match, she might just dig a little deeper. Because if something feels off, and Luna's anxiety is practically screaming off the charts, Bridget may recommend a more precise Y chromosome differentiation test. And that is where the whole charade could come crashing down. Imagine the fallout. Will Spencer, thinking he's about to become a father, is devastated to learn that the child isn't his. Worse, that he was used, not just emotionally, but biologically, in a deeply twisted scheme. He was drugged, manipulated, and publicly shamed. The damage to his mental health, his future, his family trust, all of it is incalculable. Then there's Bill, discovering he's about to become a father again. Not by choice. Not through love, but through violation. His life is suddenly entangled with a woman he neither trusted nor cared for. Someone he viewed more as a nuisance than a threat. Now she's the mother of his child? That's a life sentence. And let's not forget Katie. She'll feel the betrayal from every angle. She tried to be the mediator, the voice of reason, the protector of Will. Now her past with Bill is being weaponized by Luna in a horrifying way. The idea that Luna may have violated hospital security, impersonated staff, and stolen a biological sample from her ex-husband? It's monstrous, but it's very soap. The Spencer family would be fractured. Liam and Wyatt would weigh in. Steffi would be furious. Finn, already unstable after Luna's sudden resurrection, would demand answers. And Ridge? Ridge would blow the roof off Forrester Creations. And it gets darker. If the child is Bill's, Luna will do everything in her power to keep that hidden. She'll plead. She'll lie. She'll use emotion, charm, tears, whatever it takes to spin the narrative back in her favor. She might even try to manipulate Bill himself. This is your last chance at fatherhood, she'll say. Don't throw it away. But Bill doesn't respond well to threats. Or lies. And when the truth comes out, and it will, he'll fight tooth and nail to take custody. Luna will be exposed. Not just as a liar, but as someone willing to violate ethical, legal, and medical boundaries for personal gain. She'll be branded a pariah. Lee will be caught in the crossfire, too. How did Luna get access to her badge? Was she careless? Was she complicit? And if she did nothing wrong, can she save face now? B&B could even insert flashbacks, classic soap style, to reveal how Luna's plan unfolded. We'll see her snooping through Lee's files, discovering the sperm bank registry. We'll watch her break into the lab, trembling with nerves but driven by desperation. We'll witness her moment of insemination, probably crying, thinking it's her only chance. It would be the ultimate twist. We thought Luna was unhinged, but this would take her into a whole new dimension of madness. And the beauty of it? It leaves Will free. No child. No lifelong entanglement. No permanent trauma beyond what's already been inflicted. He could move on, perhaps to a healthy relationship with Electra Forrester. He could focus on his future. Build his life without Luna as a shadow. Meanwhile, Bill? He's trapped. Whether he likes it or not. He's bound to Luna forever. Not because he loved her. Not because he wanted her. But because she forced a connection through biological theft. Now, some fans have speculated Remy Price could be the father. But that theory doesn't hold much weight. Remy was visibly stunned to see Luna alive. He didn't even know she had been missing. Their timelines don't align. Plus, Luna's confidence wouldn't make sense if the father was Remy, a man who has no ties to the Spencer family. The entire motive for Luna's plan falls apart if she wasn't trying to attach herself to Spencer. Money and influence. It has to be a Spencer. And if it's not Will, it has to be Bill. And that is exactly the kind of storytelling Twist the Bold and the Beautiful is famous for. It's messy, it's twisted, it's high drama, it's bold, it's beautiful, and it's going to rip the roof off the entire show. So buckle up, fans. We're not just looking at a simple, "Who's the daddy?" story. We're witnessing the rise of one of the most calculating villains in recent memory. Luna Nozawa might just be the most dangerous woman in Los Angeles. And the next DNA test will prove exactly how far she's willing to go to get what she wants. And that's pure soap gold.